or two when he was brought into OPD tonight. So now we're waiting on that perp walk potentially to see him up close in person, and if he'll have anything to say to the cameras, because I think a lot of people were surprised that he did go as peacefully as he did, even though still resisting. You know, the chief said himself tonight that he was pleased that it ended this way and that there was no more bloodshed.
He basically fought right to the finish. You know, he slid open the back door at that house on Lescott Lane and was confronted by multiple law enforcement officers, turned around, hightailed it back into the house, came out the front door with the two handguns that we've had on the screen, one of them with a 100-round magazine. That's a crazy-looking weapon right there. And then threw those to the ground, but he didn't give up. He resisted even further, and we're told that, and we've actually seen some pictures of him up close. It looks like he's, you know, got a little damage to the face, but Chief John Mina describing it as minor and probably not going to require any hospital treatment, but defiant right to the end, on the run for more than a month, hiding out in abandoned houses, moving from motel to motel here in Central Florida, never really leaving unless there is some new information that comes to light. We knew he had family in Haines City. We knew that there were investigations that took place in Titusville in North Orange County, but most of the information that we got about Markeith Loyd was that it was all happening basically in the area you see on your screen right here. This is the neighborhood where he grew up. This is where he still has friends and contacts and girlfriends. Those are the people that police targeted right away in trying to develop information about where he was. And it was right in the middle of the screen where he was finally taken down.
And Jim, I just think one of the most interesting reports tonight, the chief didn't want to talk too much about that police work that he said brought him to justice, but Bob Keeling, with a close source to the investigation, saying that, you know, the big thing here that led to his capture was the motels that he had been staying in, the associates that had been driving him around, and they were making the connection from surveillance video, going back and watching, you know, the license plate and the tag numbers of those vehicles, picking him up or dropping him off somewhere, and locating those motels, and really just kind of honing in on the electronic way that they were able to follow Markeith Loyd. So hopefully in the coming days we'll learn more about how they were able to really just locate him and pinpoint him to this location, again, along Lescott Lane. And also, we were discussing this too, but, you know, Orlando is one of those places with, especially with what happened last year at Pulse, you know, the country tends to watch the news that develops here and what's happening here, and most of America was watching this, and that's what Sheriff Deming said tonight earlier in a news conference.
All right, so here's our plan for right now. We don't think that there are going to be any major new developments to come out of what we have witnessed over the last hour and a half to 2 hours. So we're going to step aside from our continuous coverage, but we still have people at the Orlando Police Department. We have people in the neighborhood, Matt Lupoli. We're going to continue to work our sources to get new information. But the bottom line right now is that Markeith Loyd is in custody and that multiple charges have been filed against him. That through diligent police work, it all kind of came together tonight, where police were able to, through good old-fashioned just checking the facts, find out where Markeith Loyd was, have a confrontation with him at a home on Lescott Lane, and then eventually take him into custody.
And we know now that he faces several charges tonight: second-degree murder, first-degree murder, 2 counts of first-degree murder against Sade Dixon, an unborn baby, 1 count of attempted murder, and then also the 2 counts of aggravated assault.
All right, so we'll have much more coverage for you. We'll kind of recap, and on the news at 10 on CW18, we'll be back, and we'll have full coverage for you coming up tonight on Watch 2 News at 11.